If you're lucky enough to win the lotto, you may walk away with enormous wealth and an exciting future. However, lottery wins can turn out to be a curse for some unfortunate people. There's a long list of people who have wasted or lost their wins due to greed and unfortunate circumstances, to the point that some regret ever winning. According to recent research, data revealed that 70% of lottery winners end up penniless, and 30% of those go on to file for bankruptcy. But why? And who are these that lost it all? Let's get it on. Number 8. Jane Park. Jane Park, a resident of Edinburgh, was just 17 years old when she struck it lucky with her very first Euro Millions ticket in 2013. She won £1 million as a result of her good fortune, but she splurged it on a series of luxurious vacations, various high-end accessories, and a breast implant and a Brazilian buttock lift. The stunning young woman has repeatedly declared that she regrets winning the Euro Millions prize because it has completely changed the course of her life. She even threatened to sue the lottery operator Camelot for negligence, arguing that someone her age shouldn't have been permitted to win. She has admitted that her family's advice was the only thing that prevented her from becoming bankrupt after she embarked on a buying binge. In 2018, Jane reported that she almost died after receiving the bum lift operation. This came after Leah Cambridge passed away in Turkey while undergoing a procedure that was quite identical to the one that Jane had. She had 3 heart attacks after the procedure, which was done at the Elite Aftercare Clinic in Izmir, Turkey. The clinic has treated several reality television stars. During her appearance on the TV show This Morning, Jane disclosed that she had a buttock lift in June 2017, but that the procedure left her swollen from head to toe and in constant pain. She also spoke against the perils of winning enormous sums of money on the lottery and then getting in over one's head. In 2019, she admitted that she supported herself financially by selling topless images of herself on the OnlyFans website. Number 7. Callie Rogers. Callie was the youngest person ever to win the lottery when she took home £1.8 million in 2003. But well, she squandered £18,000 on breast enlargements, £250,000 on cocaine, £300,000 on clothing, and gave away £500,000 to her friends and relatives. Later on, she opened up about her struggles with depression and suicide attempts during an interview on ITV's This Morning. Her life was turned upside down once again after being assaulted shortly after returning home from a night out on the town. She was left with 2 swollen black eyes, a burst nose, swollen lips, blurred eyesight, 2 cracked ribs, and breathing difficulties due to the cowardly attack at the house of her then-boyfriend, Jack Murray. According to evidence presented before Carlisle Crown Court, her face was so severely damaged that she could not see her 2 youngest children for 2 weeks for fear of frightening them. Callie reported that the assault left her vulnerable to panic episodes. Number 6. Michael Carroll. Michael Carroll is perhaps the most well-known illustration of the so-called cursed lottery winners. He earned the nickname the Lotto Lout when he frittered away his £10 million lottery winnings on expensive automobiles and wild parties. The man, who is now 40 years old, is currently employed by a coal merchant's firm where he spends each day chopping wood and hauling huge bags of coal. He gets to work at 6 in the morning and is paid £10 an hour, which is a far cry from the lavish lifestyle that earned him the title King of Shavs. When he won the lottery in 2002, he spent it like water, but less than 10 years later, he had completely spent it all. His extravagant lifestyle included moving into brand new homes, using drugs, attending wild parties, wearing expensive jewelry, and driving fast automobiles. He even constructed a banger racing track on the 3 acres of property surrounding his 6-bedroom home in Norfolk. But in 2010, he applied for his former job again as a bin man, and after that, he worked in a biscuit factory where he made less than £10 an hour. In an interview with The Sun, he stated, "My £10 million vanished in just 10 years, and I don't even have a home or a car to call my own." Quite sad. Number 5. Abraham Shakespeare. After purchasing 2 lottery tickets at a neighborhood convenience store in 2006, a guy named Abraham Shakespeare, who was then 42 years old, won a total of $30 million and was awarded $17 million after tax. He showed his kindness by buying houses for his cousins and paying off a friend's business loan valued at $87,000. However, less than 2 years after hitting the jackpot, Abraham lost his whole fortune and vanished. After some time, the investigation eventually led authorities to suspect D.D. Moore, a lady who had been chasing after his money. The prosecution claims that in late 2008, Moore pretended to be writing a book on how people took advantage of Shakespeare before she killed him. They claim that Moore became his financial advisor and finally controlled every asset his client had left behind after his death. Moore argued that she had only known Shakespeare for 4 months before his death, claiming that this did not give her the time to arrange his murder. By the time Moore arranged Shakespeare's murder, she had already stolen over $2 million from him. After that, she and her boyfriend disposed his body by burying it beneath a concrete slab in a forested area. The police lured Moore in a sting operation during which an undercover investigator filmed her confessing that she knew where Shakespeare's body was buried. After the operation, Moore took the police to the burial site, and she is currently serving a life sentence in jail for his murder. Number 4. Mack W. Metcalf and Virginia G. Merida. In 2000, Mack W. Metcalf and his estranged wife Virginia G. Merida both won a portion of a lotto jackpot worth $34 million. They wasted no time using their newfound wealth to buy drugs, a mansion, and exotic animals. After another 3 years, the couple passed away, with Metcalf succumbing to the effects of his alcoholism and Merida dying of an accidental drug overdose. According to Marilyn Collins, Metcalf's first wife, in an interview with the New York Times in 2005, she commented that, "If Metcalf had worked like regular people, he would have still been alive if he hadn't won the award. However, putting that amount of money in the hands of someone struggling just makes it easier for them to take their own lives." After donating significant amounts of money to various friends and organizations, Metcalf's bank account was depleted of its funds quickly. Number 3. Adrian and Gillian Bayford. When Adrian and Gillian Bayford won a staggering £148 million in the lotto in 2012, they felt like they owned the world. However, a divorce occurred between the couple in less than a year, and problems and misery followed them wherever they went. Gillian was arrested for attacking her ex-boyfriend Gavin Innes, whom she had fiercely referred to as a gold digger. 6 years later, after she won the jackpot, she tied the knot with convicted fraudster Brian Deans in a lavish ceremony and got conned. Even for her ex-husband, life hasn't been too pleasant lately. After his marriage to Gillian, Adrian had 2 more unsuccessful relationships. His fiancée Samantha Burbage broke up with him in 2017, and then waitress Lisa Kemp rejected him after she discovered texts to his ex-lover Marta Jaros. Number 2. Colin and Christine Weir. Back in 2011, Colin and Christine Weir were the lucky winners of the massive Euro Millions prize at $161 million. They became the biggest lottery winners in Scotland, and the former cameraman wasted no time spending their winnings. He spent money on automobiles, jewels, and real estate, contributed money to his beloved football team, Patrick Thistle FC, and gave a significant amount to charitable organizations. Moreover, he gave some of his wealth to his 2 children, Carly and Jamie. He also gave money to friend and charity trusts. Unfortunately, Colin, who had recently divorced his wife of 38 years in the summer of 2019, passed away from sepsis at the end of 2020. At that time, his fortune had been reduced by £40 million. Kind-hearted Colin had purchased a 55% ownership in Patrick Thistle FC a month before he passed away. He intended to give the club to the fans and put the club's destiny in the hands of the local community. Colin had endured years of poor health, and at the time of his passing, he was living in a seafront mansion in Ayr that cost £1.1 million. Number 1. Jack Whittaker. Jack Whittaker, a man from West Virginia, was the lucky winner of the $314.9 million Powerball prize in 2002. At the time, this was the greatest single-win lottery payout in the game's history. But sadly, after his major success, his life began a downward spiral for no apparent reason. At first, Jack was ecstatic and couldn't wait to show off his newfound wealth to his loved ones, including his family and friends. He donated about $50 million to various organizations and causes and gave away over $50 million to his loved ones. However, Jack's life became increasingly chaotic and out of control. He was a victim of multiple break-ins, and his granddaughter and daughter passed away due to a drug overdose. He was also arrested for drunk driving and assault and had other run-ins with the law for various other offenses. Moreover, Jack was involved in several fights with other people. In an interview with ABC News, Jack revealed that he had some regrets about winning the lottery, and he stated that the money had brought him nothing but problems in his life. He even regretted not ripping the winning ticket and throwing it away instead of keeping it. His story serves as a warning tale about the perils that come with winning the lotto. Winning a substantial sum of money may seem like a dream come true, yet it may also bring up difficulties and concerns that were not anticipated. Some consider winning the lottery as hitting the jackpot of a lifetime. However, as these stories reveal, instant wealth can often lead to disastrous consequences, sometimes proving the old saying, money can't buy happiness. If you want a substantial amount of money in a lottery tomorrow, how would would you manage it to avoid falling into the same traps as the people we featured today? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more of our luxurious content. And why not click on another video showing now? This is The Luxurious. Talk to you in the next video.